the last video, I talked about some characteristics of popular writing, and now I want to touch on characteristics of academic writing, or the academic text. I've reduced the font of what we discussed last time and placed it here so you can refer to it if you wish. An academic text is going to have a specific professional audience. It will address itself either to other authors of that field or that topic, other experts in that discipline. It's going to have elevated diction, that's vocabulary, and syntax. So the sentences are going to be more complicated than usual. It's definitely not going to sound as a comfortable conversation. There's too much close design and strategic placing of words. Every sentence, every paragraph counts here. So the vast majority of academic texts are going to sound a little more designed and more of an intrinsic format to it than just an everyday conversation. It's going to have an objective tone. That is, although the writer may have certainly have a point to prove or may have certain biases, he or she is going to be very careful to keep emotion or an emotional appeal out of the writing. It's going to try to base it as much as possible on facts or data or logic or definition. All right, so it's going to feel more clinical, more technical than a popular writing, and here's a big one, a big marker. It's going to be very open about disclosing source work. What I mean by disclosing is it's going to make it open to you. It's going to maybe I should just say very open about source work. It's going to disclose the source work to you. It's going to open it up. It's going to say, hey, this is where I got this piece of data from. This is where I got this quotation from. This is where I got this view from. And so you'll find works cited or reference lists on academic tests. You'll find footnotes or some sort of note system. You'll find that sort of ancillary research system at place in the academic text. These are some of the core markers. The last one is going to be, all academic texts are going to try to make an attempt to be original thoughts and contribution. So they're going to try to say, look, this is what other people have done concerning this topic, but this is why mine is different. This is what I'm doing new. This is how I'm correcting that work, or this is how I'm adding to that work. So they're going to try to tell you somewhere in their writing what other people have done, so that you can understand why what they're about to do is going to be a contribution to that published conversation that's out there about their topic. The one thing that you should notice here is that I'm not putting it has to be in books or journal articles. You can have an academic magazine, you can have an academic blog, you can have an academic website or web article. It doesn't, and of course up here you can have popular magazines, you can have popular blogs, you can have popular journals, you can have popular books. So it's not much to do with the medium of the thing. It's about how the content, to whom the content is addressed, and how it's arranged, how it's formatted, and what sort of language is being used to express the content.